2 days, one bike, and a simple question. How far will the R1300GS really go on a tank? On the motorway, steady throttle, cruise control engaged at the speed limit for the longest range. And then into the hills, twisting roads, throttle open, trading efficiency for more smiles per mile. I found good roads and better views, but not quite everything went as planned. Come along for the ride and see what I learned.
There's a road that leads right out of town.
Well, today we're going to do one of the most boring rides imaginable. I'm going to try and keep it entertaining for you, but for me, it's going to be a bit of a slog, if I'm being honest. What we're doing here is day one of a 2-day range test, seeing how far the R1300GS will go before it completely runs out of fuel. We're doing this in 2 parts. The first part, which I'm doing today, is optimum distance, doing the range test under absolutely optimal conditions. So it's going to be all on the motorway. Okay, we are fueled up with as much fuel as this bike will possibly carry. I have both trip computers set, and we are off. For the next several hours, I'm going to be going up and down this route. This is the A21. Once we get to the bottom of the range here, it's very flat. So it should be pretty optimal for this kind of test. I will be running this bike completely dry. I figure I'm just going to go out and back to Costco. I'll probably get lunch there at some point. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing something slightly different. Tomorrow, I'm going to be seeing what the fuel range is like when I'm having fun. I left my phone at home. How did I do that? I guess I'm not going to be listening to any music or podcasts. Oh, that's going to make this trip even better. Okay, so here's the rules. Today, I'm going to be riding as efficiently as I can. I'm going to be doing the speed limit. I'm going to be using the cruise control as much as possible. I'm going to be in as high a gear as makes sense. Tomorrow, I'm going to be enjoying myself. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing twistier roads, and I'm going to be getting after it a little bit. Both days, I'll be in dynamic pro mode. So, this video will be about 10 minutes long. The first 5 minutes are going to be this test. The second 5 minutes are going to be the more fun test. And then we'll add it all up and see where it gets us. Okay, we've got the first leg in, and it's going pretty well so far. Range currently is showing at 400 kilometers, and we have 91 kilometers on the clock. That would suggest we're going to get, well over 450 kilometers, probably in the 470, 480 range. I doubt that we'll get that much. If we make it 450, I'll be really happy. Okay, an hour and 11 into the trip. It's 102 kilometers. I'm going to sign off for a bit, and I'll be back if anything interesting pops up. Okay, just made kind of a belated stop to fill up the petrol can that I'm carrying. I have 2 kilometers left in the displayed range. I'm at 444 kilometers on this tank. We're going to run out of gas soon. Okay, I'm basically just going to be circling from here on because I don't want to be too far from a petrol station when I run out. I imagine I'm going to have probably 10... Oh, God, people, what are you doing? Yep, L plate. That checks out. And now I'm down to 1 kilometer. Thanks, L plater. 445.8, and I'm at 0. 445.9, and I'm at 0 range. This is tense. Let's do it. Let's run out of gas. I might have to turn around again. What is going on? Is this bike ever going to run out of fuel? How is this happening? Do I ever have to put more fuel in it? Will it just keep going? There it is. We're done. We're done. Well, I am beyond impressed. 488 kilometers in 5 hours and 36 minutes. 25 kilometers to the liter. BMW, absolutely top job. Day 2 of range testing the BMW R1300GS. Today it's going to be all about the fun stuff. Today it's going to be about what kind of fuel economy it gets when it's not optimal conditions, when the bike's being pushed a little bit, when you're having a little bit more fun on the back roads. I'm really interested to see how much of a difference there is from yesterday. Yesterday amazed me, almost 490 kilometers. That's way over 200 miles, Zach Courts, way over. Yeah, so if you enjoyed this kind of thing, all things GS, moto camping, the occasional product and bike review, please do subscribe. It really helps the channel out, and it gives me a dopamine hit. Whee! Yeah, so today's going to be some mix of twisties, sweepers, lower gears, higher RPMs. It should be a more entertaining day, for me at least, than yesterday was. Yesterday was dull, man. Man dies after getting head-on by a tractor trailer while looking at the view. Okay, so as things currently sit, breakfast has been consumed, my old school Van Halen playlist is playing, and I'm going to run around in these hills up here until I start getting low on fuel, at which point I'm going to go back into Esk, fill that jerry can up, and then head home. In theory, if I'm pulling back into town with only like 10, 20 kilometers of range showing, I should run out of fuel before I get home. Look at this beautiful landscape. Oh no. Okay, so that was silly. This is just a straight, flat road. There's absolutely no reason to be speeding, and I'm paying the price now. That'll be 3 points on my license and a $500 fine. Good job, Raj. Most of the rest of the day was pretty uneventful. I did make a wrong turn at one point, which led me to discovering several fun roads. But as the kilometers ticked off and the temperature continued to rise, I started really looking forward to getting home. And then, finally, oh, there it is. We're done. That's it. Another day where I have to say, pretty good. 414 kilometers, 5 hours and 31 minutes, 21.2 kilometers per liter. That's all good stuff. This bike just goes and goes and goes. Tank reserve level reached. Ride to the next filling station. Not today. That will have to happen another time. Not today. I'm tired and I'm going home. If you're not impressed yet, I don't know what's going to impress you. We ended up at 414 kilometers today for a total of 939 kilometers on 2 tanks of fuel. 12 hours and 21 minutes of time in the saddle to bring that news to you people. I hope you appreciate it, because it's been really, really warm. It's been an interesting couple of days. Kind of a boring one yesterday, to be honest. A much better one today. I wouldn't say perfect, but definitely more fun. I discovered some new roads. I found some twisties. I saw some great views and vistas. I had a gigantic box of chips this morning. What more could you want? What more can I do for you? Let me know down in the comments. You know what to do. All right, folks. That's it from me. Thanks so much, as always, for coming along on these 2 rides. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing next week. Right now, I'm going to go home and take a nap. And then I'm going to wake up and I'm going to mow the lawn. Okay, I'll see you next time, folks.